Hey guys, whether this is your first cruise or you are a lifelong cruiser, there's a bunch of videos out there on how to save on a cruise or how to do the cruise once you're on there on a budget, right? But I didn't feel like there's any videos or information on how to save up for the cruise, as sometimes that can be the hardest part, is getting the money to get your vacation going. So this is Brandon Pitt and you're on the Cruise and Adventure Pit Stop, and we're gonna dive into it today. So we have 5 different ways, and if you stick around, there's going to be 2 more at the end. So make sure you stick for those 2 bonus ways of how to save up or budget for your cruise. Our first way to save up for the cruise is that you need to plan out all of the expenses for your cruise. Now, I've been on 11 cruises so far, and I absolutely love cruising. I think it's the best way to vacation. But if you're not careful, those expenses will start to add up really quick and you won't even notice it. A couple areas to watch out on, and we might do another video on this entirely in the future, but a couple areas to watch out on. First, you need to remember that there are gratuities. Some cruise lines include this in the fare, others add them on, or you can even prepay your gratuities. I would suggest that you go all the way through the process if you're doing it online, or ask your travel agent. Go all the way through the process and get to the final checkout page before you enter your credit card information, so that you understand the taxes, the gratuities, how much it's actually going to cost, because what you see online at that first page is not always actually how much it's going to cost. I also like to schedule or work into my budget at least $10, $15, $20 a day for spending. Maybe a little bit more on some ports, maybe a little bit less. Also remember, if you want to take adventures through the cruise line or by yourself, you need to schedule for those amazing adventures as well. I recommend that when you go on a cruise, at least take 1 excursion out of your 2 or 3 ports of call, as it will be an amazing thing to remember and to look forward to. Our second tip is to save all of our extra bonuses, if we get bonuses from work, and all of the gifts throughout the year that we receive. Now, I do have a job. Yes, it's not YouTube yet, maybe someday. I do have a job, and my job, I get bonuses throughout the year. I get gifts and bonuses from doing a good job at work. And so those bonuses go straight into a fund within my savings that is titled Cruise and Travel Fund. So all the bonuses I get throughout the year helps pay for me to go on my cruises. On top of that, if I get birthday money, Christmas money, anniversary gift, whatever it might be, the cash that I would get goes straight into that fund, right? If I get cash from a gift or anything like that, it goes straight into that fund. And believe it or not, once you start adding all that up and putting it away, it adds up really quickly. I would like to take a quick second to invite you guys to smash that subscribe button, to smash the notification bell, and to give a like to this video if you guys are enjoying it. It really means a lot if you can do it. I love cruising. Obviously, this is a new channel and one of our first videos, and we're trying to grow this channel and reach as many people as we can, because cruising is not just for old people. It's not super expensive, and it is a lot of fun. I love cruising. So with that in mind, I have a goal and a timeline. I'll share the goal, not the timeline. I have a goal to get to 10,000 subscribers. I know it is a big goal and we're gonna have milestones to get there, but if we can get to 10,000 subscribers, I will give away a free cruise. Yes, you heard that right. I will give away a free cruise. So please hit that like button, send this to one of your friends, subscribe, and if you're one of our subscribers within those first 10,000 subscribers, I am going to be giving away a free, all expense paid for, travel, lodging, everything included cruise. So stay tuned and let's grow this channel together. My third tip when it comes to saving up for your cruise also revolves around your job. If you were to save just 5% of your salary every single year and specifically put it towards cruising or travel, let's say that you make the median or average income within America, that's about $62,000 a year. 5% of that a year comes out to $3,100 a year. If you put that up every single month and spent it on your cruise, say once a year or twice a year, you would have $3,100 extra dollars, or 5% of your yearly salary, that you could put directly to your cruise. Tip number 4. This one is less about money and more about the people you're traveling with. So you need to plan out your trip ahead of time so that you know who you're traveling with. This does a couple of things. One, if you're younger like me, maybe you can split the cost with some of your friends or family. If you're married, maybe you travel with another couple, and that can bring down on some of your travel costs if you're driving and things like that. Maybe even some lodging before you get to the cruise if you guys aren't in the same cabin. But if you're saving or working towards this goal with someone else, you're more likely to do it because it gives you more encouragement. It allows you to enjoy it more, and it allows you to dream and get excited about your amazing vacation with somebody else besides yourself. Now, our fifth tip or way to save up for a cruise seems to be the buzz recently around Facebook, social media, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. It seems to be all over those platforms. And you guessed it, it is getting a side hustle. There's a whole bunch of videos about side hustles, and I'm not going to go into the details of those now. But just as an example, I had a friend who did DoorDash for a while to save up money extra while he was in college, and actually to save up money to go on a trip and a cruise. So he did that, and this video is not sponsored by DoorDash, but DoorDash, if you would like to sponsor this video, just let me know and you definitely can sponsor the video. But it is not sponsored by DoorDash, and I remember he was making about $50 a day after taxes for only working about 2 to 3 hours during their peak hours. So he would make that $50 a day, and if you look at the average price of a cruise for 2 people being about $2,500, that's towards the high end there. You can do them for much cheaper, under $1,000 and even under $700 sometimes. We'll talk about that in another video. You would only have to work about 50 different days to hit that number with only doing that tip. So picking up a side hustle might be an amazing way to save up for your cruise. Now, I'm not counting this one as our bonus tip because it's very similar to the last tip, and that is a yard sale. So this is like 5.5, tip 5.5 or whatever, okay? And that's getting a yard sale. Doing a yard sale. You can even do this digital on Facebook Marketplace. I've sold things that I've had for years just laying around the house that I never use anymore. So if you have those things, go through the garage, go through the attic, go through your closet, and maybe you have something that you would want to sell and you can go on a cruise with that money. Before we get to our bonus 6th tip, I want to say a thank you to everyone who is still watching this video. It means a lot to me. And if you want to show the support to this channel by leaving a like or a comment or a subscription, that would make me very happy as we continue to try to make content that you guys like and helps you out with your cruise and travel plans here at the Pit Stop. Now, before we get there, I want you guys to comment down below your favorite way to save extra money for traveling, for cruises, for a new item, to maybe help people out. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting about. So put that down below in the comment section, your favorite way to save some extra cash. Now we are there. Our 6th tip, the extra bonus tip, and that is consistency. Anything you do in life, there has to be consistency. Whether you're saving money, whether you're trying something new, you have to be consistent about it. There's this thing called the rule of 100. Anytime I try something new, I like to at least do it 100 times, or 100 days, or 100 of whatever is quantifiable for that objective. So my goal for you guys is to take one of these things and give it a try for 100 days. Try to save up that extra 5%. Maybe try to sell 100 items. Maybe try to clock 100 hours on a side hustle. Whatever it is, give it an effort. Make yourself a promise and be consistent for at least that rule of 100. It'll change your life in this area and in other ways. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you for tuning on. This has been Brandon Pitt, and you've been on the Pit Stop. Enjoy your day and have fun cruising. See you guys later.